Aiban everyone, and the good evening, Assalamu alaikum, and the Namaste. This is a kind of challenging topic that we're going to discuss today. It's all about as Lakna mentioned, it's about the ability of our day-to-day deliveries at your workplace or home, society, anywhere. That's what you do day to day, how we deliver it, and then it has to be delivered in excellent manner. So let's go through this 45 minutes so, and they have around 25 plus uh, slides. So and I try to make it within the time slot given to me by Chef Prasad, which is 45 minutes. So let's go to the straight away to the slide. Before I look into the subject matter, I should extend my gratitude and thanks to all the people behind tirelessly for this event. I know this is not easy to organize this event like this. It needs a lot of planning, discussions, and 20 people working behind that. It's not easy. I give the full my salute to the people behind this session to give the best to our Sri Lankan society, especially those who are seeking job opportunities and those who wish to improve their professions. Right. This is the topic. Excellence is not a skill, it's an attitude. So let's go and see whether it is really a correct statement. At the end of the day, you will realize where we're heading and what's exactly we have to do to get the excellence in our day-to-day work. Right? Let's move that way. This event has been designed to discuss and explain the best practice for our core businesses. What's our core businesses? We do a lot of businesses, but we have something called core business. So we have to identify which one is the core business out of 100 of business we do in daily basis of our profession. We have a profession, right? We may be a content surveyor, maybe a accountant or the engineer. අපේ ප්‍රසාද් වගේ chef කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපේ ගෘහ සේවිකාවක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Whoever the were in the profession, we have to do. There are something called core businesses within our profession. So the today discussion is hanging around this area, our core businesses and our profession, and we try to discuss and to explain how we can deliver that our core businesses in our profession in excellence manner. While doing so, we have to have our skills, our competencies. With all that, then we governed by our own attitudes. That's the main governing point today. We are going to explain and discuss, right? To reach excellent deliverables. Everyone has some deliverables. Mama content survey clinic. I am delivering a lot of documents in the day. And the Chef Prasad delivering a lot of foods. I know he's having very good talent of giving the food. So during this my discussion, I'll take two specific profession as example. One is construction, which is belong to me. It's my bread and butter. And all of you, and in any one point of your lifetime, you must have been involved with the construction, extension to your house, or the repairing your house, or the building a brand new house. So you have kind of in touch of what is the construction is. Then I'll take another profession called hospitality, which is always everyone some or other have been there. So we know what is hospitality profession. So I'll take these two profession from time to time to go through with this my presentation. Let's move. The other one is this. I take it back to my discussion, my topic. Excellence is not a skill. විශේෂත්වය නිපුණතාවයක් නොවේ. අපිට තියෙන විශේෂත්වය නිපුණතාවයක් නෙවෙයි, skill එකක් නොවේ. එහෙමනම් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? But it's an attitude. In short, what we're saying is excellence is an attitude. ඒක නිපුණතාවයක් නෙවෙයි, skill එකක් නෙවෙයි, but it's an attitude. විශේෂත්වය anu ආකල්පයක්. ඒතර අපි මේ කියන topic එක හරහා තමයි කතා කරන්නේ. අපි දැනගන්න ඕන ආකල්පයක් තමයි ගවන් කරන්නේ අපේ delivery එක. ආකල්පයක් තමයි අපිව guide කරන්නේ to come to the best delivery of excellence. So if we analyze the ආකල්පය, attitude, then we should be able to get the best out of that and get it to the best delivery of excellence. So let's go through in that lines. So let's see what is attitude is, right? What is attitude? It's a very wide. If you read the 10 books, you get 10 definition. මගේ discussions අනුව මගේ ඉගෙන ගැනීම අනුව මම ඉගෙන ගත්ත attitude දෙක නෙමෙයි මම ඊ පෙරේදා study කරලා බලනවා. There are a lot of variants to the attitude. එම නිසා so we have to have a wide range of understanding to get into the attitude. So let's see the most suitable and the more reasonable definition for the attitude, which I got it from a couple of books, right? It is a psychologically, right? An attitude referred to set of emotions. Up emotions, dukkha, satutta, sankava, they're all part of our emotions. We have various belief, right? We believe religious belief, personal belief, social belief, very, very personal belief. And the behaviors, we have a set of behaviors. We have inherent behaviors. We have some behaviors varied. So attitudes refer to the set of emotions, beliefs, and behaviors towards a particular, not this, to particular object. It could be anything, right? It's not maybe a car. You have attitude or behavior or belief around a particular car, particular house, or particular city. And a person, that's a very common. We always get on with the people, so our attitude always play with the people and not more than the objects. We always play and go around with the person, so it's very important. So emotion, belief, and behaviors towards a particular object, person, things, or event. Even event. If you're going to organize this event, for example, we had a lot of discussions, right? So a lot of things came up, a lot of ideas. Last minute we had different ideas. At the end, we were able to come to a common platform because of the understanding and managing our own attitudes. That's the way. So end of the day, this is a very thin line between the personal traits. Personal traits are something about our characters, our behavior, and all those come in under the personal traits and attitude. So it's very, very thin line. So some of people are very aggressive characters. Some of them are very soft characters. With all those things, we have to manage our attitudes. Other thing is personal traits. The personality and the behavior and the characters are, to some extent, they are rigid, and some people it is permanent. You can't change. You have to personalities you can't change. That's, you have to live with that one. No other way to get rid of that. We have to get on with that. We have to live with that one. Rigid, permanent. The attitude, attitude කියන්නේ ආකල්පය එක වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන් situation to situation. Depending on the object, depending on the person, depending on the things, depending on the event, it can be changed, right? Experience or life experience on අපිට එක person කෙනෙක් තිබිච්ච experience එක අනුව attitude එක වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒ පුද්ගලයාගෙන් ඊළඟ අවස්ථාවේදී, right? ඒ වගේම අපිට තිබිච්ච experience එක on a particular brand of vehicle තිබිච්ච අපේ තිබිච්ච attitude එක අපේ තිබිච්ච belief එක change වෙන්න පුළුවන් different vehicle එකක නැත්නම් compare කරනවා තව vehicle එකක. So attitude may be changed, right? Can be changed, most probably can be changed. If you, when you're going through, you would see that one. We can change the attitude with the different situations and our life experiences, right? Let's move on. There are several types of attitude. We're not going to detail and discuss this attitude because this is not the management lecture. This is the practical, pragmatic way how to do our business tomorrow. In our office, we're going to how to do that one. If you want to do in detail, you should follow MBA course. I really propose, recommend, suggest those who those who like to go in the management ladder to become a manager of the organization. You should have it's my personal experience. Should have a MBA kind of training. So let's go to the type of attitude. There's one positive attitude. I put a stick mark. We'll discuss bit detail and in depth about the positive attitude. And there's something called negative attitude, right? There's something called again neutral attitude. There's fourth one is the Skinner attitude. These are the four basic attitudes we have in the books, and even without forgetting the books, and we go by the practical way. In the practical way, we have basically two attitudes. One is the positive attitude, other one is a negative attitude. Let's take the one by one quickly. We'll spend a bit of time on the positive attitude and the negative attitudes, right? මේක දෙකෙන් ධනවාදී ආකල්ප positive attitude, right? ඒකද අපිට තියෙන්න ඕනේ මම හිතන්නේ අපි ඉදිරියට යන්න නම් not only our working place, even society, especially in the home front, you should have very positive attitude to get on with your family members, especially your close circle line of friends, right? These are the major things you should follow it in the positive attitude. They are basically confidence in optimizing. They're always confident. They always try to finish the job. You must have come across some colleague in your office. They're always like that. They're very positive. There are, we can give a number of names within our circle, but I don't know to name it because they know they are positive. But there are people, they want to get it done some more. And they're very happy, cheerful. They're not the moody and all. They're always happy. They are cheerful. They encourage other people. They get other people to the system, right? So they always make the sense of humor among the team. That's very important to have a positive environment in your society, your home, and the especially the working place, right? Then dealing with others very sincerely. ඒගොල්ලෝ very හිතවත් සහ කුළුපගව තමයි කට්ටියත් එක්ක වැඩ කටයුතු කරන්නේ. They are not going always aggressive way. They always try to be very polite and the හිතවත් and the very යාළුකමින් අන්නේ වගේ තමයි කට්ටිය deal කරන්නේ වැඩක් කරගන්න. වැඩක් නොකරත් they are very friendly people. Those who are having the positive attitude. Then they are blessed with sense of responsibility. That's very important because without you taking the responsibility, no point being a jovial guy or a very, very friendly person. You should get to share the responsibility. So these people, they take the responsibility. They are not hesitate to get the blame. They're not hesitate to get the responsibility and carry on the task. That's the people we need in a team, we need in the society. So when we are especially in the team, you will realize this kind of qualities among your team members. They are flexible in their approach. They are not rigid. You know that we discussed before the personal trait. Some characters are very, very rigid, very adamant, but people with the positive attitude, they are flexible, right? They listen to others. They are good listeners. They listen, they analyze what the others are saying, and they get the best and the reasonable and very diplomatic decision to make sure everyone happy and get the goal delivered in excellent manner. Then they are task oriented. They go to the goals, they accomplishing their goals. They always task oriented people, and the reliable. You can reliable. They don't know if you give a task, they will deliver it. They will deliver on time in the way you want, the quality you expecting, everything there. So reliable. You don't want to think twice whether he will deliver or not. He will come or not. These guys are really reliable. So you can depend on the people have this kind of characters. Their tolerance. They tolerance the things. They tolerance the other people, their ideas, and their behavior. Because they have a very positive mindset. Adaptability, they always adaptable people, so they're not fear, they are not run away from the changes or the new systems. They always accept that. They easily adaptable with that kind of new things. So not only the system changes, they adapt with the new friends, new people. This is the most important thing, more than the systems and the immaterial thing. I would like to give the more attention on the people factor. So adaptability with the people is not quite easy. You know, that is difficult because මිනිසුන්ගේ තියෙන අදහස් උදහස් විරි වෙනස්. මොකද මිනිස්සු පාලනය කිරීම තමයි කළමනාකරණයේ තියෙන අමාරුමදී. අනිත් major resources you can control easily. Material you can control easily. The capital you can control easily. But the controlling, managing the people is difficult because everyone has a different kind of set of behavior. So we have to have a kind of different approach to each person differently. If you have one single approach, you end up with a lot of trouble. So adaptability is very important in the positive attitude people. They are down to earth. They are not very egoistic people. They're down to earth. They go very easy with others. They are not very proud people. They things are very easy manner. Then deal with great degree of diligence. Always they are very accurate and the quality, and they deal with the very diligence manner. This is a set of you can go on. I mean, you can keep on at many other factors, characters. So this positive attitude. In nutshell, these are the things you should have if you have positive attitude, and you can judge yourself, and you can judge others, how others behave, and how you behave. If you have this kind of benchmarking in yourself and with someone else, you can see where you're sitting. Let's go to in that mind, keeping that one in your mind. Let's go and see how the negative factor is working there. This is a negative attitude. It can rinawadi akalpa. They're always searching the weaker element of others. They always find the problems and the fault with others. Whereas the positive mind people, they're not like that. They support them. If they find the weaker people, he support them. He try to get the weaker person to the strong position. He will not push him to the more weak and weaker. And not inclined towards the positive element. Basically, they are negative of all those things we discussed minute back about the positive attitude. Everything is negative. If you think about the adaptability, they don't have adaptability. If they think about the down to earth, they don't have down to earth. That's the way. So this mindset always incline towards the positive elements. They always doubt on others' credibility. They don't අනිත් අය විශ්වාස කරන්නේ නැහැ. හිතන අනිත් අය අවිශ්වාසයෙන් මිනිස්සු බලන්නේ. Get on වෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා මේ වගේ characters වල. Jealous on others' achievements. It's very common. Think others inferior and have superior complex. He thinks always, I am the boss, I am the superior, I am the best. All others are not good, or they are inferior to me. That's the way negative mindset people always thinks. Focus remain on bad people. They not go along, get on with the positive people. They always are situation they get on and they have a team dynamic with those kind of people, then get on with the more positive mindset people, successful people. Avoid good people, same thing. They are if you are associating with the bad people, obviously they are avoiding the good people. Complain about changes. They're not adapting, and they don't have adaptability. They, as I mentioned before, they always complain about change. They cannot adapt to the systems. They can adapt to the new people. That's the main thing. If you cannot adapt to the new people, you end up with the dispute and the problems in your working place and the society. Blame their failure to others. They always believe in the blaming culture. That's very common in some places, some work environment. So they don't take the responsibility like the positive guy. This man always go with the blaming culture and put the blame to others. He will try to escape from his responsibilities. Extreme anger, always anger. And the heart always hurt others, and they always fighting with others. Distrust approach. They don't have a confidence on others. They think others always wrong, and they don't trust others. and try to frustrate the team and others. That's the main thing. That's why I put in red color. So what happens is if you have one man enough for the entire team to fail. So we have to be careful in a team. If you have a person, he's not positive mindset. He's always in the, he's always in the, may not be straight away destructive, but he'll always put the problem. The things are not moving properly. So he'll be a real kind of troublemaker. The whole team will be then fail. If you have a car, all the four wheels of the car has to be worked properly. You can't take it further, right? ඒ වගේ තමයි ටීම් එක හතර දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවනම් හතර දෙනාගෙන් එක්කෙනෙක් මේ වගේ කැරක්ටර් එක නම් so you can't go forward. Your team objectives and the team goals, all the challenges you have in front of you as a team, you can't do it. You fail everything, not only excellence, your delivery, your quality, and the as a whole. It will impact to your organization, your institution, your house, and everywhere. So we have to be very careful when you have this kind of people. The workplace you can manage most probably. This is I saw in the workplace you can give a warning letters. You can transfer to different department, different section, and replace with another person who is a real team player. Or the worst scenario, you can fire him. It's happening some places. If he's not the team player, if he's the real negative attitude person, and it's a burden to the organization, it's not making any positive and any productive thing to the organization, the management have no other option but to fire him. But in a social scenario, you can't do that now because we all doing the voluntary, we all are in this social, so we have to accommodate them, we have to listen to them because we are volunteers. So that's the situation. So we have to manage these people. Out of four, one is this one, but we have to come to the kind of management of these people and move in our course. This is the talent. The talent of the three other guys is to manage the one guy and carry on with your task and deliver your challenges. This all happened because emotions, they have different kind of emotions, they have different kind of belief, and they have become different kind of behaviors. If these are managed properly, we can get the positive mindset person in our society. Attitude, I'll go very quickly. This is not very, I'm always focusing on the positive and negative attitude, but this take quickly. They are balanced in their approach, somewhat. Remain indifferent to the problem. They don't react. They just remain calm. Wait for others' intervention regarding resolutions. They don't take decision. They don't react. Calm and unemotional posture will make them very balanced. So they always keep very quiet and they don't proactively come forward and they don't resolve the problems, but they don't harm to the problem, right? They don't give anything to the team, but they keep quiet. They deliver what they've been asked to deliver. And self-satisfied and unworried, they're very calm and quiet. They take the salary and go home and work. Go home, come back, work and take the salary. Allothuru කියන සමහරලාවට අන්න ඒ වගේ සිටුේෂන් එකක් right ඒ වගේ තියෙනවා. එතකොට indifference and detachment ඒ වගේ සිටුේෂන් එකක් ඔක්කොම වෙන්නේ they are kind of backwards. That's the situation. They are kind of backward. They are not proactive. So in a team, my perspective, my personal view is they are not added value to the team. They are good for the workers. They just been instructed to do some work. They deliver. If you are to deliver something, they deliver. That's it. They don't add it. They will not add any value to the product. They simply routinely they deliver what they were asked to deliver. These are people because they are not proactive. They are a bit of backward. They call neutral attitude. I think you must have seen this all kind of characters throughout your career. I mean, since you were dealing with the different people in different situation and with different experiences. There's another one, second attitude. So this is a textbook one, but you have these people. For me, these people are in the negative attitude as well. But for sake of the academic purpose, I took that one quickly. This is the almost dangerous attitude because reflect the state of mind negatively and destroy the image of every related things coming to their mind. That's kind of people, they are worst. I mean, the worst people of, for me, if I going to summarize this, they are the worst of negative rather than coming to skin attitude. I would say they are the worst people with the negative attitude. Now, let's see this way. Again, go back to our topic, our discussion. Excellence is an attitude, right? Excellence is attitude, right? If you take it out the attitude, okay, if you take it out the attitude, what will happen? Then attitude less. Does that mean no more excellence? Because you take out the attitude, because our argument is excellence is an attitude. If you take it out the attitude from the excellence, what will happen? You mean there's no excellence, right? Where's excellence? Where's excellence going on? It will be there somewhere, right? You can go back. Attitude refer to the set of emotion, belief, behavior towards object, house, person, individual, things, something happening in your area, and the events, right? Emotions, belief, behavior towards a particular object, person, and things, right? Then, if you control these three items, emotion, belief, and behaviors in your lifestyle, in your way of working, in your way of in the way of your day-to-day lifestyle, life pattern, right? You should be able to get the better acceptable attitude. It may not be 100% positive attitude. It may not be a negative attitude, but at least middle. That's good, right? If you can get the more than 50% of those elements of the positive attitude that we went through, we are somewhat successful in our career, right? So to come to this, we should improve our soft skill, right? Because attitude, the excellence governed by the attitude. If the attitude is good, our excellence is good. How to improve the attitude like emotion, belief, and behavior? We should improve our soft skill. This is the way I'm going to discuss today. Attitude, because may change with different situation, different experience. So then if you change your emotion, if you change your belief to some extent, to the extent you possible, and the behavior, of course, you can change easily, right, to some extent, then you can get that done through soft skill. So if you improve your soft skill, you can improve your emotions, you can control your belief, you can control your behavior. Let's go and see how to improve your soft skill. These are the kind of soft skill we talking about day to day, but you can list will go further. There are things you can keep on add to this list. But if you take the basic stuff we would face in day to day our businesses, one is the strategic thinking. You need kind of strategic thinking, effective communication. Without effective communication to chef or to the content surveyor or accountant, he won't be able to sell his product. You need the good effective communication. The same way, customer care. Any professional in this world, you need the good customer care, because customer care is their main thing. You have two kind of customers. One is the internal customer, other one is the external customer. Internal customers are quite easy. If you are working in a hotel, kitchen department, external customers are the guests who come into the hotel. Internal customers are the personal department, purchasing department, front office, back office, maintainers. They are internal customers. Similarly, in a construction company, you have a construction team inside. For them, the plant department is the internal customer, purchasing department is internal customer, HR department is internal customer, IT is internal customer. But for them, external customers are different. That is maybe a government, maybe his client or his consultant, somewhat. So that's the way. So we have to manage the customers. That's one of the soft skill we should improve. If we improve this soft skill, we can attack, we can manage our belief and our behavior, so on. And positive thinking, that is the thing we need always. The personal and interpersonal relationship. This is very important. Without personal and interpersonal relationship, you cannot survive in your place. You need to have this on very high level, because if you don't have very good relationship with the IT, for example, if something happened to your computer network, right, you have to wait 1 day or sometimes couple of hours. But if you have very good the personal relationship with the IT guys in your organization, you'll do it no time, because you have very good rapport with him. Right? So that's the way. The same in any other industry. If you have very good relationship with the people associated with you, maybe external and internal, so that will help you to deliver your work excellent manner. That's my point to come to you. And effective negotiation throughout our careers, throughout our businesses, you have to do various kind of negotiation. I mean, you have to, in a business world, always negotiation are part of their life, right? But without the business, even service sector, in your house, in your office, you have to negotiate with your HR department for your promotion, your salary increment, or with your boss to get the better leave schedule. This kind of things need effective negotiation. And leadership, very important. So everyone, I believe, are leader in their self. In their workstation, he's a leader. In his workstation, he's the CEO. He should manage his workstation as a CEO of his workstation. If you have that mindset, that positive mindset, you are a correct person to that organization. So you have to be very good leader, and you should get that leadership to your body, mind, and everywhere. Your bloodstream should have leadership that will govern with your entire career. So it will impact to your delivery. It will impact to your organization. So organization success will depend on your leadership skill, your attitude. Then always strategic decision making is one of the key soft skills. So you should develop that. And business thinking. This is the other important area. That's why 2 red stars. We all are in a business. Keep in mind that. අපි business නොකරට, අපි business කාර්යෝ නොවුනට වැඩ කරන business එකකට. අපි වැඩ කරන ආයතනය කරන business එකක්. එතකොට we are in a big machine, ලොකු machine එකක අපි පොඩි wheel එකක්. ඒ පොඩි wheel එක අපි හරියට වැඩ කරේ නැත්තම් ඒ machine හරියට වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ. එම නිසා we have to work very loyally and the more effective manner, support to the business. We should think when we're going to the office, we are going to do a business, not to take the salary and come back. So we should have that kind of attitude, because we are depending on that organization. If we not work properly, if we not give our correct input to that organization, the business will collapse. What will happen if we collapse? You will lose a job, right? Your family will be affected, your society will be affected, and everyone will be affected because of our own failures. It's a partly we contribute to the failure of the organization. So always think, when you go to office, think like you are part of the business. You have to support to the business. You have to support to the mechanism and running of the business. We may be doing a very small part of that business, but the small part, if you collected all these small parts, it become big business. That's the companies are surviving. So if the company is making good business, if the company is surviving, we are surviving. We might get the bonus. We might get the salary increment, salary pay rise. So this all come because we have positive attitude with our organization. So business thinking is very important. Always think. I am always telling to everywhere it goes. We should always think we are part of the business. Don't think you are an employer. Don't think you are a salary person, monthly salary person. Though we are salary monthly mass padikaruken. Yes, අපි මාස පඩිගන්න මිනිස්සු තමයි. ඒ වුණාට අපි වැඩ කරන තැනට අපි තියෙන ඕන හොඳ හැඟීමක්, හොඳ බැඳීමක් තියෙන්න ඕන. ඒකත් එක්ක තමයි business එක වැඩි වෙන්නේ. ඒකත් එක්ක තමයි business එකේ ඵලදාය වැඩි වෙන්නේ. එහෙම වුණොත් තමයි අපි ඉස්සරහට වැඩ කරගෙන යන්න පුළුවන් ඉන්නේ. ඒ නිසා always keep the business thinking in your mind and give a very positive thinking to promote your day-to-day work. So all those things should come with the positive attitude. If we have positive attitude as leadership, if if you have positive attitude of the personal and interpersonal relationship, you could have a personal and interpersonal relationship in negative manner also, right? You can always fight with the guy. It's also kind of relationship. Always fighting. We are fighting we have friendship, but we are fighting. That's mean we are not that road hatareng ekak තමයි අපි වෙන්නේ. ඒතකොට road hatareng එකක් කොයි වෙලාවෙ trouble, කොයි වෙලාවෙ තුලං වෙනවා, කොයි වෙලාවෙ punch එක. නැත්තම් හරියට යන්නේ. So we can have a relationship in different way. So all I want to say is this whole thing has to be with the correct set of positive attitude, right? Let's discuss what do core competency means. You need to know what do the core competency means. Then at the same time, we should know what is the core skill competencies as well. So we have two set of competencies. One is the core competencies, other one is skill competencies. Let's see there. So if we have what you remember our topic, excellence is not skill, it's attitude, right? So then we have to treat the attitude. If we have to get the good attitude, we should have a good skill. So then to get the positive attitude, we should improve our soft skill. That's the way we are developing our discussion today. What does core competency means? Core competencies are the activities and processes used through the resources to achieve the business objective. I'll go back to the kitchen of the hotel. So to make a soup, they have a particular way of doing that soup. You cannot simply, chef can do the soup. Somebody has to purchase the material. Somebody has to purchase the vegetable, whatever spices required. That has to be done through the different activity, different process, right? Then you need the resources for that. You need the purchasing manager, marketing manager, and the chef, cook, those people required to do that one. Then to achieve the business objective. What's your business objective? Make the profit and give the very best service to your customers. Those who are coming to take the soup should be delivered with the excellent manner. To come to that final excellent manner will not come overnight. There are a lot of activities working behind. Somebody has to set up the recipe for that one. That's a specialist one. Somebody has to purchase the required raw material for that one. Then somebody has to cook that particular soup, and somebody has to go and serve nicely and professional manner. The way you serve, the way you treat with that customer, also part of the business objective. So this is the way we're going to reach to our excellence. Let's get the construction sector. For example, as I mentioned before, I'll take two industries always to get my point out to the forum, right? We'll get what are the core competencies in the core business of construction. Take the core competencies, right? The quantification of building is one of the core competencies of the big construction sector. Estimation, costing part of the core competencies. Then procurement. You have to procure a lot of material for the construction sector. If you take if you think about how you built your house or how you extended your house, you can imagine how you spend your time in the hardware to purchase the material. Everything. The cement coated light bulb, we have to go and procure. So you can imagine that way. So you need to management. You have to project management there. There's people designing those buildings and houses, villas, and everything. Then there is a sector they are constructing these, while others are doing the management and the quantification of procurement. There's another set of professionals. They constructing the things on the ground. There's other people they're supervising, so to make sure what they are constructing on the ground are aligned with the local authority requirement, aligned with the specification and the design. So people have to supervise. So what are the doing this one? This can be done by engineers, architects, and contract service. This is the core competency, right? So the human resources required for that one is these are the people. So just example, you can put it this one. Any other profession, take the IT has various sectors. You have security IT, hardware, software, and this IT auditing. All those things coming under the core competencies. Then there are IT engineers, software engineers, hardware engineers, designers, graphic designers. All those things people are coming under the human resources. So we should know what is our core business in the industry. These are the core businesses. This is the people we need to deliver that core business. And I take the hospitality for an example again, make sure. These are the major areas in the relevant to hospitality area, I would say core competencies. You have a sector called food and beverage. We have a sector called travel and tourism, lodging, recreation, and the meeting and events. These are the major. There may be more, but if I take in the nutshell, these are the major 5 core business, core competencies required in the hospitality section, hospitality profession, right? Who will deliver this? We deliver by F&B managers. There are managers to deliver that one. There are managers in the front office. You need to welcome the guest and you have to manage the front office. There are people like that. There are tour operators. They operate the tours, recreational things. This is another kind of human resources required. Then management. There are general managers, directors, various people. They managing the entire sector. So this is the composition of the core competencies against the human resources. To take the core competency quickly, this is the construction. We have this kind of core competencies. So full list, right? If you take hospitality, there's another big list. So all those things has to manage properly to get it to the our best excellence delivery. This is the point I'm coming to here, right? What is excellence? We have now core competencies. What is excellence? Excellence is about doing your tasks best with right attitude. That's our discussion, right? Excellence is excellence and attitude. It's not the skill, it's attitude. What is excellence is? Excellence is about doing your task best with right attitude, right? How? Now we have to think, we have to discuss, we have to find a way how to get the right attitude. If you have a right attitude, right, you are going to get the best excellence for your deliveries. You know your core competencies. You have to deliver soup, you have to deliver the tourist, travel and tourism, you have to deliver construction. But to do that one, you need the right amount of attitude, right amount of skill to get that one. How? Improve your soft skill, right? What are soft skills? These are soft skills, right? Strategic thinking, communication, customer care, interpersonal relationship, negotiations, gone. If you improve the soft skill, right, it will reach to the correct attitude. Attitude is what? Attitude is emotion, belief, and the behavior. Then you can control the emotion because you have right amount of customer care. You have right amount of leadership. If you have right amount of interpersonal relationship, you can control your behavior. If you control your skill with the right amount of the soft skill, you get the best attitude. So most suitable, most appropriate attitude. So it's a improve soft skill. These are soft skill, strategic thinking, communication, negotiation, leadership, business thinking, things like that. With the improvement of the emotion and belief, you get the correct attitude. Once you get the correct attitude, you get the best excellence in your core competencies. Core competencies are you get the best estimate, you get the best tendering, you get the best quality control, you get the best and the best food and beverages, you get the best entertainment, you get the best lodging facilities because you come up with the structured manner, right? You come up with the improving your proper soft skill with the right amount of attitude. You get the best core components and you were able to deliver the required core competency. This is applied to any profession, not only the construction, not only the hospitality. You take the any profession. एक carpenter කෙනෙකුටත් බල වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම engineer කෙනෙකුටත් ඒ වගේම ඒක බලපානවා. It's common. The balancing of this may be different, maybe not be the deep requirement for the different categories, but in general, if you manage your soft skill with the correct amount of attitude, and you will get the best out of that, and you get the best result in the excellent manner. Now think about how to get the correct attitude. We know we have to get the correct attitude, right? Develop, enhance your soft skill. That's what we're discussing now, right? What's your soft skill? These are the soft skill. You need to have best communication, punctuality, impartiality, negotiation skill, strategic thinking, and positive approach. And it goes on teamwork, lateral thinking, impartiality, and the interpersonal relationship and the leadership. If you have this kind of soft skill developed properly and correctly in structured manner, right, you get the correct attitude. Application of right attitude with the soft skill to core competency. We'll take the one example. If you're doing the estimate for your house, what do you want? If you're doing the estimation for your house, what do you want? You need the accuracy. You need the correct accuracy for your cost estimate. In order to do that cost estimate, you need to have a good technical knowledge. Without knowing, you can't cost the how much would cost for the soup, for example. So chef should have an idea what are the technical requirement to make the soup, right? කොච්චර මොනවාද vegetable අවශ්‍යද, කොච්චර විදියට අද spice අවශ්‍යද කියන එක chef දැනගන්න ඕන. ඒකම he should have very good idea of the market knowledge. Market knowledge එක අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ to compare with the what's the price of the other hotel. Market price එක මොකද්ද soup එකේ other hotel එකේ. නැත්නම් market එකේ මොකද්ද මේ දවස්වල වැඩියෙන් යන soup එක. මොකද්ද brand එක. What is a new soup. ඒ වගේ market sentiment එකක් අවශ්‍යයි. Meeting කරන්න. එතකොට with this one is accuracy, technical knowledge, and the market knowledge. You should be able to do this one because he need the teamwork, because he has to coordinate with the other team. As I mentioned before, you need to coordinate with the purchasing department to get the correct material for the soup, and he needs the holistic approach. He have to think about how to deliver this one, right? In a cup එකද නැත්නම් soup bowl එකද වෙන විදිහකද කියන එක holistic approach එකක් තියෙන්න ඕන. He should communicate with the front office and back office and the kitchen people, and sometimes negotiate with the purchasing department. You have to strategically think කරන්න ඕන මොකද්ද market එකේ මේ දවස්වල යන soup එක, what's the other people market in these days, and the presentation, how you're going to present it, how you present this one in your menu card, right? How you present to the table, how you take it that done in a trolley or by hand, something, and you have to time management. It's all required to deliver this estimate, right? If without these things, you don't get the best out of your product. To excellence is not to doing the work, right? To do the correct work and deliver in professional manner, get the best out of your competitors. This one thing. If we go to another one, the food and beverage sector, right? You need the technical knowledge, market conditions, right? And you should have good communication with the people and negotiation with the people, interpersonal relationship, because he has to deal with as I mentioned before, deal with the front office, and he has to deal with the other people around with the tour operators. He should know how many guests are coming to what season and all those things, and presentation. This all part of his deliveries. So it is common to any profession. Take for example, take IT's accounting section to do the annual accounting. He has to coordinate with all other department. He has to get the details and the support from the other department, take it to the place, and analyze them, and submit in the proper internationally acceptable standards. You can't simply submit your financial report. There are standards to be submitted. There are standards to maintain that has to be done. And at the end of the day, your accuracy of that one, this all part of the that core soft skill you require to cover, to deliver your core competency. To deliver the annual report, you need that sort of the soft skill, communication. You need the communication to each and every department, all other stakeholders. You need to have good relationship with those stakeholders. You need to know the current standards, current technology. What are the new best technology to present this? What are the available standards now to do present the financial reports? And finally, how do you present it? This come out to any industry, any profession. You need to have a soft skill development. You take a lawyer, take a doctor. The doctor today cannot survive without knowing the IT. He should know the better. He should have good IT knowledge. He has to do a lot of things now based on the IT technology. You have to do scanning, CT scanning, read those CT scanning through the systems, and they used in multiple packages. Each system has different softwares. You should have very good knowledge of the IT these days to a doctor. There are a lot of tests, and test is doing by the other technician to read those things. He has to have a fair knowledge of technology. Same as lawyers. Lawyers to have a knowledge of the technology and the IT. At the same time, they should have very good idea of the business skill, business thinking, strategic thinking. Because one day, if they're going to have their own private practice, they should have a good sense of business ideas. Without the business thinking, he won't able to succeed as a good private practice lawyer or private practice doctor. So they should have this thing in their mind to develop this soft skill throughout their career. The point is, what happens, we as a professional, we always develop our core skill, core competencies. We develop the accountancy, we develop our IT knowledge very thoroughly. We develop our construction knowledge, construction technology knowledge very thoroughly. We do a lot of courses, a lot of tech exams, get a lot of membership from the international professional institutions, things like that. But we missing developing our soft skill. So to some extent, when you come to some point of time, you need to develop your soft skill. So developing of soft skill and the core competencies go side by side. You cannot succeed in a profession only knowing the core competencies. If you want to succeed in the ladder of the management, if you go up in the ladder of the management, if they want to one day become a CEO or the COO or the general manager or terms, you have to have the management tools, management knowledge. So core skill may not be always support to a high-level manager unless he has very good sense of management, business thinking, business strategic analysis. So these are the areas we should develop through the soft skill management. Right, let's move core competencies. These are the core competencies. For example, construction, one sector, medicine, IT, law, hospitality, and the finance and management. These are the core competencies. Within that, construction has a lot of things. Construction has the estimation and the project management, construction, quality control. Medicine has same thing. You have a lot of areas in the medicine. IT is same. IT has the software and the hardware specialties, and hospitality is same. Finance has the corporate finance and the management finance, various areas. But in overall, we can sum up them as core competencies. These core competencies require the soft skill to survive. All these people, hospitality, management, law, medicine, whoever, they require strategic thinking. They require effective communication. Without effective communication, lawyer will fail forever, right? The teamwork, without good teamwork, the hospitality sector profession will not be survive, because they need the front office, back office maintainers and the kitchen and everyone to coordinate to very effective manner. Everyone should have positive thinking and approach. This all professions, they all should have interpersonal relationship. Without that, you will not able to move, right? You will fail in your deliveries. And everyone should maintain good leadership quality and integrity and attitude. Integrity is very important. You integrity to your work, your ethics, your loyal to your company, very important. Negotiation skill. Without negotiation skill, construction sector will not survive. You need the negotiation with the contractors, subcontractors, suppliers. Everyone is governed by your negotiation skill. Get the best price to the building. You need to negotiate. Then all of these people, IT, medicine, law, hospitality, finance, management, everyone has to have a customer care, especially hospitality. I do not elaborate that, you know what I'm talking about, but take the other areas, IT, they need the customer care. They're always with the customers. Customers in the office, we are the customers for the IT department, right? If their service is not properly provided to us, IT department is failed. So the customer care for the IT department is very important. So you cannot think IT doesn't have any customer care. They do have customer care. So people working in the IT sector, they always with the customers. So it is very important. And business thinking, as I mentioned earlier, business thinking is very important to all the profession. So wherever you go, wherever you work, you think you are a part of the business. You are a small wheel of the big machine, right? You are a part of that. You are supporting to your business deliveries. You are supporting to the profit generating of your company. If they make profit, you get pie of it. You get part of it, right? If they fail, you fail. Everyone fail. The company will collapse. So part of that, be part of that. So think all the business and the support to your business. Then what will happen is, if you have a core competencies, you have right amount of skill competencies, you will deliver excellence. That's the point. So you take your core competencies, identify your core competencies, develop your soft skill required for those core competencies. At the end, you'll get the best attitude. This is we are coming to. With that best attitude, you get the best objective and the delivery of excellence. The last part of it, I have this my kind of development. This is I found this. I try to put it differently. This is a cake, right? The people in the hospitality sector, they know what is cake is. Nothing more. You have flour, you have butter, bit of eggs, and you beat up them and put it to the oven. You get this cake, right? This is a cake. Nothing wrong with this. This is the cake you can sell for X amount of dollars, right? You made the cake, right? It's a very generic standard cake, and you deliver in a simple plate, right? How about this cake? The same cake, right? The same cake, right? You take it out, this cake out of the scene. This cake, same cake. You have a cake. You need the cake. You get the cake. You get this cake also. Which cake you prefer, right? Same cake. What you've done is you put the bit of icing, put the bit of coloring here and there. They put the nice candle and put the nice matching plate, right? Pink color plate, pink white color tablecloth, and presented nicely, right? That's what we need, right? As a professionals, whatever we are doing, it doesn't matter where you work in, whether you work in as a corporate management level or middle management level, lower management level, whatever you deliver, it may be a report, right? It may be a simple email, or maybe a letter, should have kind of value addition. That is the requirement. If you have the value addition to your final product, that's the one you get score. That's the one people admire. That's the excellence we are looking for. This is the way. It's my cake model. The core competencies surrounded by the icing of skill competencies. These are core competencies. This is a yellow part is a core competencies. What are the core competencies? This is estimation, construction, planning, food and beverages, travel and tourism, entertainment, and the annual report of the financial people, and the IT people has the maybe hardware development or the software development, things like these are the core competencies. These core competencies you can deliver any time, any amount of these things. Doesn't matter. We are very expert. We have very good knowledge about the core competencies. You can deliver day and night within no time. But if you add bit of to that, right, which is covered with your strategic thinking, if you add proper communication to your customers, if you add the very good customer care to your IT requirement, if you have very good interpersonal relationship and the negotiation leadership, things like that, you get the best product. That is my cake. This is the cake, right? So nothing there, right? It's a cake. It's in there. This is also cake. This is the kind of cake we should make it in our product, in our deliveries to reach the excellence. This is the way you have the core competencies. Your core competency, the letter you are preparing, add bit of skill competencies. The soup you are preparing, add a bit of skill competencies. The program hardware you developing, add a bit of skill competencies, make it excellence. With the support of your skill competencies, you'll get the best product with the correct amount of excellence. This is the way if you are the core competencies, the early part of your life, our life, right? You may be just a surveyor, you may be just a cook, maybe just a trainee IT professional, trainee accountant, just accountant, maybe there you in that area, you should need a lot of knowledge of core competencies. Vast knowledge of core competencies you require. You should know the basic of accountancy. You should know basic of IT things. You should know basic of the hospitality profession. Same for the construction. While you're going up in the ladder, when you come to the second level, commercial manager, senior manager, or the any other middle management level, your core competency application is getting lesser, right? But your skill application getting, soft skill application getting more and more, because you are going towards the management level. When you go to the management level, you have to improve more than the core competencies, you have to improve the management level. When you go to the director or the CEO or the COO, then you don't do the preparing of reports. You don't do the preparing of soup or anything. Directors, chef director, they don't prepare soup. They supply the soup. They guide the manager. They guide the people. They think more strategic way. The IT, I see chief of IT. He will not go and sit and write the programs. He will do more towards the soft skill management. He manage the people. He manage the business. He manage the entire company, and the more strategic level he managing. So the point is, when you go up in the ladder for the management level, you tend to lose the touch of core competencies, right? But you have to increase the soft skill competencies. So that's my point. When you are in the junior level, when you're in the young level, you have to do a lot of studies, a lot of course skill development. When you go up in the ladder slowly, to rather than doing in this level, you might do the MSc, Masters, and the PhD, all those things during this level to enhance the knowledge about that particular industry. But when you're going up and up, you have to do some management training, MBA or the XO2 MBA, things like that. You enhance your knowledge of management part and go and do the special soft skill training sessions. There are a lot of training sessions going around, so you can do sort of a soft skill training session. That's the way. So the point is, you have to go in the ladder, right? You have to improve your soft skill while you're improving the core competencies as well. I think with that, I'm going to conclude this one today. I think I almost 45 minutes or slightly above 45 minutes. Any question and answers, we can take it through the panel discussion. I think I will switch to the Lakna. Thank you, everyone. Share your questions with the panel and I'll be around there. Thank you very much.